Taurus, August 8th, I'm seeing stalled effort first. You kept doing the same thing, same route. Same routine. Same check in, same task list, same promise that next week would move. It did not. Knight of Pentacles reversed. This reversal is about work that looks responsible but goes nowhere. You stayed busy. You did not move the needle. You know that already. Knight of Pentacles reversed. The pattern is stubborn. You rework details instead of finishing. You polished the edges. You delayed the send. You told yourself you were being thorough, but it was just delayed, dressed up as discipline. This card says, stop clinging to dead routine. Simplify the load. Finish one thing cleanly. If your body is tired, listen. If your schedule is packed and nothing is landing, cut it back. Don't lie to yourself and call burnout effort. Three of Cups reversed. This reversal is showing social friction around the same block. You checked the group chat and felt left out. You saw the plans after the fact. Somebody celebrated you, but did not show up when it mattered. That is the energy here, not support, noise. Three of Cups reversed points to clique tension, shallow connection, and habits that keep you distracted from what is actually wrong. You kept going out to avoid the awkward feeling. You kept saying yes to keep the peace. Actually, no. That was costing you more than it gave. Three of Cups reversed. Audit the circle. Who checks on you when nothing is happening? Who only appears for the photo, the drink, the moment? Cut the draining social habits. Stop using the weekend to numb the discomfort. If gossip has been moving through your space, shut it down. If a friend keeps triangulating, step back. This card is not asking you to force belonging. It is asking you to stop confusing attention with care. The world, hold on. This is the turn. The world is completion. The world is earned closure after the stalled effort and the shaky social ground. You are reaching the end of a cycle that has been draining your stability. You finished more than you gave yourself credit for. You outgrew the room. You outgrew the routine. You outgrew the version of you that kept tolerating delay and half support. The world says the moment is ready to close. The world, finish what is ready to end, file it, send it, leave it, close the tab. Stop dragging a finished lesson into a new week. This is not loss. This is graduation. The world says the cycle is complete and the next level is waiting. You do not need to keep proving. You can carry what already taught you everything it had. You already did the work. Now let it land August 8th. Taurus, I'm seeing a chapter where the work has been happening, but the results have not. You kept showing up. You kept repeating the same steps, and the moment is basically saying that is not the same thing as forward movement. Knight of Pentacles reversed. This card is stalled effort, stubborn routine, and work without meaningful progress. The Knight of Pentacles reversed is the one who keeps checking the same box, then checking it again, then wondering why nothing changed. You know what I mean. You reworked the plan, you adjusted the schedule, you stayed loyal to a method that was already dead. Actually, no, that is the problem. The Knight of Pentacles reversed is not asking for more grind. It is asking you to reassess the plan, simplify the workload, and stop mistaking business for progress. If you have been sitting in the same draining routine for weeks, calling it discipline, this card is calling that out. Ten of Pentacles reversed. This card points to instability and legacy, family strain, and a broken foundation. The Ten of Pentacles reversed shows the places where security was really just pressure with a nice name on it. Maybe money has been tight. Maybe relatives are talking like they own your choices. Maybe you have been staying in something because it looks respectable from the outside. Because this is important. The Ten of Pentacles reversed says protect your resources and define security on your terms. Do not keep sacrificing your stability to keep an old family story intact. If the house looks fine, but everybody inside is arguing, that is the picture. Three of Cups reversed. This card is social friction, exclusion, and misaligned support. The Three of Cups reversed shows the group chat where you are always the one left out, the friend who celebrates you but never shows up, the nights where everybody is laughing and you still feel alone. If you have been forcing belonging, that is the issue. If you have been drinking, scrolling, or overbooking just to avoid the silence, that is the issue too. The Three of Cups reversed is telling you to audit your circle. Limit the draining habits. Stop confusing attention with care. You need honest support, not polite noise. The World, this card is completion, integration, and earned closure. The World is the moment where the moment ends and you can finally admit it ended. I'm seeing a long cycle that has already done its job. You have learned the lesson. You have lived the pattern. You have outgrown the version of you that needed this loop to keep going. The World says finish what is ready to end. Close the tab. Return the key. Clear the shelf. Stop treating completion like loss. It is graduation. So the whole message is this, Taurus, you are not being asked to keep proving yourself inside a system that keeps draining you. The Knight of Pentacles reversed says the routine is stuck. The Ten of Pentacles reversed says the foundation is shaky. The Three of Cups reversed says the support around you is not as solid as it looks. And the World says the cycle is complete. You knew this already? Now act like it. Taurus, August 8th. I'm seeing the pressure now. You kept doing the same job, the same favor, the same routine, and it stopped moving the needle weeks ago. Knight of Pentacles reversed. You stayed busy, but the result did not change. You rechecked the details, reworked the plan, and still nothing landed. That is not discipline anymore. That is dead weight. Ten of Pentacles reversed. The family side is not steady either. Somebody is acting like the old structure still holds, but it does not. Money talks got tense, expectations got heavy. Someone wants you to preserve the image, keep the peace, and absorb the cost. The foundation is shaky and loyalty is being used like a leash. Stop calling that security. Page of Cups reversed. Your emotional read is getting muddy because the situation keeps feeding mixed signals. You texted first, you waited, you read into the silence, then you acted like you were fine. Actually, no, you were not fine. You were checking for care where the behavior was already inconsistent. That is not intuition. That is wishful thinking with a soft face on it. Name what happened. If somebody keeps being vague, treat the vagueness as the message. Three of Cups, reverse, the social layer is off too. The group chat energy is weird. Somebody is left out. Somebody is talking around somebody and support is looking performative. People may show up to celebrate, then disappear when it is time to help. I'm seeing the pattern of attention without backup. And if you have been numbing out with extra drinks, extra scrolling, extra plans, that is just you trying not to feel how thin the circle has gotten. Don't force belonging where you keep getting side-eyed. Hold on. The deeper issue here is that all of these strains are pointing at the same thing. The old moment is already done. The routine is broken. The family structure is not reliable. The emotional story is not clean. The social circle is not solid. The world. This is completion, even if it does not feel graceful yet. This is the point where you stop treating and ending like a failure. The world says finish the cycle clean, close the file, return the key. End the conversation that keeps restarting with no progress. Do not drag this into another week just because it is familiar. Do not keep a draining role because it looks respectable from the outside. Let the moment land. Let the lesson count. That is where your power comes back. So today, Taurus, simplify the work. Cut the extra steps. Protect your money. Stop explaining yourself to people who benefit from your confusion. Check who actually supports you and who just likes being included. Then finish what is ready to end. That is the move. That is the graduation. Taurus, August 8th. This is where the pressure finally tells the truth. I'm seeing the same loop, but the loop is cracking now. You kept showing up, kept checking the boxes, kept telling yourself that effort meant progress. Actually, no. It was just repetition. The old routine is done. Knight of Pentacles reversed. This card is stalled effort, and it shows up when you keep doing the same task for weeks and nothing moves. The Knight of Pentacles reversed is asking you to stop mistaking stubbornness for responsibility. You are reworking details instead of finishing, and that is burning time. Simplify the workload, cut the dead steps, finish the thing or drop it. Ten of Pentacles reversed. This card is family strain and shaky long-term security. The Ten of Pentacles reversed points to arguments about money, tension around inheritance, and that heavy feeling of staying somewhere just to keep appearances clean. If the foundation is unstable, calling it tradition does not make it safe. Protect your resources. Define security on your terms. If relatives are making promises they never back up, you already know what that means. Page of Cups reversed. This card is mixed signals and emotional avoidance. The Page of Cups reverse shows up when somebody sends a vague text, then acts confused when you react, or when you keep pretending not to know what you feel. Wait. That is not intuition if it keeps leading you into fog. Check the fantasy against the facts. Name the feeling directly. Stop performing softness to avoid accountability. If you keep taking everything personally, you will miss the real red flag. The Sun reversed. This card is dimmed confidence and hidden truth. The Sun reversed is when you smile through something that feels off and you downplay your own wins because you are too focused on what is still missing. You do not need to force positivity here. You need to look at what is still working and build from that. Small step. Clear eyes, no shame spiral. The light is not gone. It is just blocked by the story you keep telling yourself. Three of Cups reversed. This card is social friction and misaligned support. The Three of Cups reversed can look like the group chat that leaves you out, the friends who celebrate you but never show up, or the nights where you drink just to numb how awkward it feels. Hold on. Audit the circle. Who is real and who is just noise? Do not force belonging. Do not stay in shallow connections because they are familiar. You need honest support, not attention. The World, this card is completion. The world says the cycle is over. That is the turning point, the stalled work, the family strain, the mixed signals, the social static. It is all part of a moment that has reached its end. The lesson is finished, that the closure is earned. Do not cling to the old struggle just because it shaped your identity. Close the file. Yeah, seems what is ready to end, then move. August 8th, Taurus. And I'm seeing the same thing sharpen now. The cycle is done. The only question left is whether you stop feeding it. Knight of Pentacles. This card is stalled effort, and reversed means the routine has gone dead on you. You kept doing the same task, same schedule, same grind, and nothing moved. You rechecked details instead of finishing. You called that responsibility. Actually, no. It was resistance wearing work clothes. The fix is simple. Cut the dead steps, simplify the load, and finish one thing clean. Ten of Pentacles reversed. This card points to instability in the foundation, and reversed means the family or money structure is not safe just because it looks familiar. There's been tension around resources, support, or expectations. Somebody may be acting like tradition equals security. It doesn't. You may have been staying in place to keep the picture pretty. Don't do that. Protect your money. Protect your peace. Stop letting loyalty override self-preservation. Page of Cups reversed. This card is emotional immaturity and mixed signals, and reversed means the feelings have been messy, vague, or avoided. Someone has been sending soft messages, then backing up. Or you've been pretending not to know what you feel. Because the pattern matters. If you had to decode it, chase it, or make excuses for it, that is not clarity. Name the feeling, check the facts, stop calling confusion intuition. The Sun, reversed. This card is dimmed confidence, and reversed means the truth has been covered by doubt or performance. You may have been smiling through something that feels off. You may have downplayed your own wins. You may have kept saying, it's fine, while your body knew it wasn't. Don't force positivity here. Look at what is still working. Take the small win. Build from there. The light is not gone. It's just been blocked. Five of Swords reversed. This card is ending conflict, and reversed means the fight can finally stop. I'm seeing somebody ready to drop the need to win. Good, let the argument die. Let the point go. Let the ego sit down. If you already said too much, repair it. If you kept score, stop. If you were waiting for the other person to fold first, that game is over. Peace is the move now. Three of Cups reversed. This card shows social friction, and reversed means the circle is not as supportive as it looks. There may be gossip, clique energy, or people who celebrate you publicly but don't hold you privately. You already knew that. Be honest with yourself. If you keep going to the same place hoping it will feel different, it won't. Audit the circle, pull back from the noise, stop using distraction to avoid what you already know. The world, this card is completion, and it says the moment has reached its end. The lesson is integrated now. The old struggle is not your identity anymore. That is the turning point. You are not being asked to keep proving yourself in a dead cycle. You are being asked to close it, finish what is ready to end, name the lesson, walk out clean. This is graduation, not loss. August 8th, Taurus, I'm seeing as a clean break from a grind that stopped paying you back. You kept showing up, you kept handling it, but the results stayed flat. Actually, no, flatter than flat. This is that stubborn routine that stopped working. The work was there, the movement was not. Knight of Pentacles reversed. This card is about stalled effort, stubborn routine, and doing the same thing for weeks with no real result. You kept reworking the details instead of finishing. You kept telling yourself that consistency meant progress. It did not. The move now is simple. Cut the dead routine, shrink the workload, finish what still has life in it, and stop feeding what doesn't. 10 of Pentacles reversed. This card shows family strain, money tension, and a foundation that does not feel secure anymore. I'm seeing arguments over expectations, over support, over who owes what. You may have stayed quiet to keep appearances. Don't do that anymore. Protect your resources. Question the inheritance, the family rule, the old idea that tradition equals safety, the same family pressure under the surface we flag. You already knew that. Loyalty is not the same thing as self-preservation. Page of Cups reversed. This card brings emotional immaturity, mixed signals and feelings that get dodged instead of named. Somebody may have sent vague messages, or you may have done it. Maybe both. Let me rephrase that. The pattern is avoidance. You felt something off, then tried to soften it, excuse it, romanticize it, the feeling you kept second guessing. Stop doing that. Check the fantasy against the facts. If the words are sweet but the behavior is sloppy, believe the behavior. The Sun reversed. This card is dim confidence, blocked joy, and a truth that keeps getting covered up with a smile. You may have downplayed your own win. You may have said you were fine while your body said no. That matters. This is when the light looked dimmer than it was. The light is not gone. It is just clouded. Rebuild it in small moves. One honest conversation. One finished task. One morning where you stop pretending everything feels good when it does not. Five of Swords reversed. This card is the end of a fight, not a dramatic victory, a drop, a release. You stopped arguing to prove a point. Or you need to. Somebody wants the last word, the sharper line, the power move. Do not take the bait. Choose peace over winning. This is the argument you no longer need to win. If you owe an apology, make it clean. If the argument is rotten, walk away. No speeches. No reopening old wounds just to feel right for 5 minutes. Three of Cups reversed. This card points to social friction, exclusion, and support that does not actually support you. You may be seeing the group chat get weird. The invite comes late. The energy is off. The laughs are there, but the care is missing. So audit the circle. Limit the habits that numb you when you feel left out. Do not force belonging where the connection is shallow. This is not about being liked. It is about being held correctly. The World, this card closes the moment. Completion. Integration, earned closure. This is the moment where the cycle stops asking for more of your energy. You finish the thing, you name what happened, you take the lesson and leave the debris behind. That is the shift, not loss, graduation. The fight ends, the unfinished business gets closed. And what actually lasts gets built on solid ground, not habit, not pressure, not appearances. So the message is plain. Release the dead work. Release the family pressure. Release the emotional guessing game. Release the social noise. Peace comes through honest repair and grounded closure. Finish the cycle, release the fight, and build what actually lasts? Okay. That's all I've got for now. If this hit, you already know what to do. Please like, subscribe. Tell your group chat. I'll see y'all soon.